Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am here. I am here. It is the homie, main man, made man in the building. And y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing, man. Once again, it's always a pleasure to be up on here on YouTube with the boxing fam. As always, it is Wednesday night, ladies and gentlemen. So you know what that means. It's our time. You dig? Hey, yo, man, before we get this thing crack-a-lagging, man, let me make sure that the audio sounds good and we can get it cracking. Hold on. Oh, we sound good. We Gucci. We Gucci. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we sounding good. The sound is all good, man. Let's get the show on the road. I got fam in the building. I got my homie Don Dada up in the building. What's up, homie? And Y Jefferson, what's up with you, man? Where I'm at, I'm out here in DC, fam. DMV all day. Brother Reality, fam, right there. What's up, homie? What's good with you, man? What's up with you, man? Look, I hope everybody out there is having a blessed, I repeat, blessed week. We halfway through it. So what y'all tripping for? Unless you working weekends, you know what I'm saying? What you tripping for? We halfway through it. Why you care about what that coworker saying about you? Why you give a damn about what that supervisor asks you to do? Guess what? You halfway through the week and the weekend is coming and the weather's going to be beautiful. So you enjoy, you know what I'm saying? All day. Now, boxing news this week, man, it's been a little slow. You dig? It's been a little slow. So we may gonna keep this short. I got my homie Chin Smoke in the building. What's up with you? We may keep this one kind of short and sweet tonight, man, because it's not really much, that we haven't already pretty much chimed in already. But we do got some interesting topics to get to, and I can't wait to turn up on these topics. You know what I'm saying? First off, before we get it cracking, let me just say something, man. Fantasy fights. First off, let's lead off. Fantasy fights. Who is your fantasy fight? If you can take two fighters out of the history of boxing and put them in the ring, I'm talking same weight class. Don't be coming up with a heavyweight versus a lightweight. I mean, who would those two fighters be? Let me just kind of kick this off. Me personally, I would love to see Floyd Mayweather Jr. versus Sugar Ray Leonard. Only because Sugar Ray Leonard whooped on his daddy. I would love to see that fight. You know what I mean? I would also like to see Muhammad Ali versus Lennox Lewis. Who you got? Who you got? I'm rocking with Muhammad. I think Muhammad beats Lennox. You dig? All day. And last but not least, some may agree, some may not. You know what I'm saying? And that is, I want to see Deontay Wilder versus Joe Frazier. And then hear me on this one, fight fans. I truly believe that Deontay Wilder would beat Joe Frazier. I think he beats Joe Frazier. You know what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder versus George Foreman, says Brother Reality. I mean, that'd be a good fight too, Joe. That'd be a hell of a good fight. Two big power punches right there. That would be a good fight. But I truly think Wilder would beat Frazier. I think he's too long. I think Frazier be trying to come in and, do his little huffing and puffing thing like he like to do to get to the inside. And he'll be eating them right hands all night, bro. I think Deontay Wilder would have beat Joe Frazier. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. I think so. You know what I'm saying? Anwar says, tired of watching these dudes run from Crawford and use his affiliation with Top Rank as an excuse as to why the fight can't be made. These cats really don't want the smoke. We gonna get to that, Anwar, all day. I have Wilder over Frazier. You got Wilder over Frazier too, Brother Reality? All day. Sir Ken in the building. What's up, homie? Salute to the wrenches and salute to the chat. Hit the like button on your way in, my people. All day. Much love to you for that, man. Yeah, Brayon, what's up, fam? What's up with you? Yeah, I think so, bro. I think honestly, Deontay Wilder would have beat Joe Frazier, man. I think Joe Frazier just too small, too compact. Got to make his way to the inside. Right hand central. You know what I'm saying? Right hand chin music. You know what I mean? It'll be over. Aaron Pryor versus Floyd Mayweather or Thomas Hearns versus Earl. Thomas Hearns versus Earl Spence. That's a fight. Earl Spence known to be a body snatcher. Thomas Hearns long, strong. Oh, man. Punches and bunches. Oh, man. That would be a hell of a fight. Hagler versus Canelo, says Brother Reality. Hagler versus Canelo will be interesting. I got Hagler decapitating Canelo. I got Hagler. I'm tired. I think Hagler is a little too rough, a little too tough. Now, the good thing about that fight is that he will fight in the style that Canelo probably like to see, meaning that he would fight he would fight right in front of Canelo. He wouldn't be running. He wouldn't be moving. None of that. You dig? I think, honestly, Hagler and Canelo, yeah, that I think Hagler comes out on top. You said Frazier too small, bro, all day. Right hand, right chin music, bro. I'm telling you, Deontay Wilder would have beat Joe Frazier, in my opinion. How about Deontay Wilder versus Mike Tyson? Will Wilder have beaten Mike Tyson? Uppercut central, man. That left hook to the body, that uppercut coming from Mike Tyson. Ooh, Wilder would have to be on his A+ game to get through Mike Tyson. I don't know, man. That'd be interesting. That'd be an interesting one. How about Porter versus Holyfield at a catchweight? Nah, man. Nah, we can't do that. We ain't doing that one right there, fam. Nah, come on, man. Welterweight versus a heavyweight. Even though Sean Porter, he fought Alexander Usyk in the amateurs or whatever like that and beat Alexander Usyk. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. But there, man, some good matchups y'all coming up with. Mike McCullum versus Earl, going Mike way all day. All day. I like that one. Black Fight fan, what's up, family? Trill Boxing Talk in the building. Salute to the Trill. Spence versus Crawford. Main man, Porter and Spence is pay-per-view all day, Black. I think that's pay-per-view all day. It should be pay-per-view. They should push it as such. That's a definite pay-per-view worthy fight. I think that I already said this, talent-wise, I think it's that hands down a pay-per-view fight. Earl gonna bring his people out. The question is, will there be enough fan base to support Porter's side? Like we all know, Porter can't fill a hot dog stand, right? So I don't know what I think the boxing, we would chat it up here on YouTube so much, man. Like the boxing fans would be so heavily engaged where they could honestly suck in a bunch of casuals who do not know who Sean Porter is or does not in the third. But yeah, man, all day. Pay-per-view worthy fight all day. Tyson will give Wilder a run. I'm talking prime Tyson. We're not talking Lennox Lewis Tyson. We talking Larry Holmes Tyson. That Larry Holmes Tyson, him and Wilder, that will be one hell of a clash of titans, bruh. Sweet Pea versus Floyd. Chin Smoke, didn't Floyd say he got out on Sweet Pea in sparring? Floyd was I remember him talking about this in the interview one time, and he was like, he held back on Sweet Pea or something like that. Like he was fighting him in sparring and he held back purposely and this, that, and I don't know, man. He said he was only like 15, 16 years old when that went down. So if Floyd was giving Sweet Pea that business at that age, if Floyd telling the truth, I don't know, man. I don't know. Lost one, what's up with you? Man? What's up with you? Last of a Dime Breeze says Porter versus Spence do the same numbers as Crawford versus Khan. I don't think so. I think it does it better than Crawford versus Khan, man. Crawford versus Khan was scraping from the bottom of the pudding cup, bro. Like this fight should do much better. I mean, at the end of the day, even though, like I said earlier, man, Porter can't fill a high school gym. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, Spence do got momentum at his back. And truth be told, he got Texas riding with him. I mean, he do got a state. I don't know what state Porter comes from. I forgot. Is he from Vegas? Is he from Ohio? Is he from Cali? Is he from Florida? Where the fuck is Porter from? Because it's like nobody don't ever come and support the dude. Word on the curb was that Porter left his city too early, and he didn't garner enough support in his own city, and he ran off out to Vegas, man. So maybe that's why his city don't support him in the numbers that they do. You dig? Brother Reality says Tyson versus Frazier. That's a clash of the Titans, fam. Hey, bro, the whole roof was shaking that fight right there. The roof, you know what I mean? B-Hop versus Canelo at 160. B-Hop all day. B-Hop will school him. Give him a boxing lesson, Breon. Boxing lesson. Canelo don't like fundamentals. You know what I'm saying? He don't like fun. He wants you to stand right there in front of him like a rock'em sock'em robot or something, so he can just unleash his combinations on your body and unleash his combinations upstairs. I got Gil Coles in the building. What's up, homie? What's up with you, man? 813 in the house all day. Like my homie Sir Ken just say, hit that like button for the homie, man, on the way in, man. Whether you're just seeing me for the first time or whatever, man, hit the like button for the fam. And let's get to some of these topics. You know what I'm saying? First topic I want to talk about. Fresh off the presser, they're talking about Turnbull Crawford basically has no choice but to go and face Aegis Kalvalauskas. They're saying that, there is nothing out there, according to Bob Merrim, there ain't nothing out there that's going to supersede the mandatory other than an Earl Spence Jr. fight. And that's because it's a unification fight. But Earl Spence Jr. has a fight coming up with Showtime Sean Porter. And so this leaves Terrence Crawford without a dance partner. Aegis Kalvalauskas, who was scheduled to be the WBO mandatory, though a lot of us fight fans feel a certain kind of way after his last fight with Ray Robinson, And not to mention his fight with Carlos Abreu. Don't forget about that fight either. He didn't look too stellar in those fights. So don't got the boxing public too hot on this particular fight. Trill Boxing Talk says Kell Brook. I was just about to get to that, fam. Kell Brook is still out there. Whatever happened to that situation, man? My man Kell Brook is missing. My man is MIA on the side of a milk carton, man, missing. You dig? But they saying that, man, with the Kell Brook situation, though, Trill, is that he don't got a belt. He don't got a belt. If he don't got a belt, then it doesn't supersede the mandatory, man. Nobody wants to see Mean Machine versus Crawford. Nobody wants to see it. You know, Bob Arum's supposed to have all of this sway with the WBO. Last I checked, he's supposed to have all of this clout with the WBO. Yeah, he couldn't get this after this dude came out of a draw in which he did not look stellar. He just like letting this go through. My deal is Bob Arum wants this fight. He wants this to happen. He's not doing anything to stop it. He's not talking against it. He's like being all humble about it. Like, well, you know, we don't have a choice. There's no Spence don't want to fight. It's just like bullshit. So at the end of the day, I think Bob Arum could have had more than enough sway with the WBO to put that on hold, especially with this dude coming off of a draw. You know what I mean? I don't get it. Trill Boxing Talk says they don't want to pay Kell Brook. I mean, if they paid Khan, I mean, they gave Khan, what they talking, $5 million? You give Amir Khan that money, but you don't want to throw anything to Kell Brook. Granted, Kell Brook don't got the same Khan army, barmy, or whatever the hell that may be. He don't have that, granted. But at the end of the day, Kell Brook is a solid name for Terence Crawford. That name of having Kell Brook's scalp on his resume would do wonders for Terence Bud Crawford at the welterweight division. Like, any doubters at that point should have no more doubt after the Kell Brook fight. And you should be putting Terence Crawford on a level playing field with the rest of the welterweights. And that's if you look at him as a small welterweight or something like that. Kell Brook will give you that assurance. He will give you that assurance. And I'm like, man, I was hoping for that fight because I don't know where Kell Brook goes and I don't know where Terence Crawford goes other than to where Aegis Kalvalauskas. That's why I was hoping for this fight more than anything. Because you got two very good names with no dance partner. You dig? Bob Arum is doing business with Eddie Hearn lately. They've been doing a lot of business together. You know, ESPN and DAZN been swapping fighters. It ain't been no problem. But it's like, man, I don't understand it, man. I don't understand it. Only rationale, and I'm being honest about this, the only rationale that I would make from this is the fact that Bob Arum is okay with this fight. He is okay with Terence Crawford to face Aegis Kalvalauskas. I have never seen Bob this humble and willing and just calm, cool, and collect about a fight. This is the pound for pound #1 fighter. Let them have said something like that about Vasyl Lomachenko. Oh, hell no. Loma is going to do this. He's going to do that. I mean, look at that. This dude is making wonders happen for Lomachenko. And Black, I know you hear me, homie. He is making wonders happen for Lomachenko. How in the hell this dude fighting for the WBC belt? Hey, Black, he fighting for the WBC belt, right? Brayon, he fighting for the WBC belt, but he got belts in other sanctioning bodies. A vacant belt. They're making a special exception for Vasyl Lomachenko. Yet Bob Arum can't get Terence Crawford out of a WBO mandatory from a fighter that's coming off a draw. But you can make this magical thing happen with the WBC to have a champion in Vasyl Lomachenko fight for a vacant title. That is against all the rules that we've ever known about boxing and sanctioning bodies. Hey, white Jesus is king. All right, bro. King of what? King of the WBC? I hear you, fam. Trill Boxer says, Bob, he says he is over budget. Yeah, well, I don't know what Bob's budget is, but you gave $5 million to Amir Khan, and those pay-per-view numbers were not popping. You gave away a lot of money in that fight. No one asked for that fight. That's the crazy part about it. But you gave away a lot of money. You should have gave that money to Kell Brook. You know what I'm saying? And Eddie Hearn should have made a better case for Kell Brook. You know, Dundada says AB versus T-Bud. What is AB doing right now? He ain't got a belt. Brother Reality says Black Fight Fan TV, the heart and soul of the LDBC. That sounds like some shit that could be on like a radio station. The heart and soul of the LDBC all day. Salute to the LDBC. Shout out to the LDBC and all that y'all doing. Hey, Trill, man, I seen it, y'all, that work that y'all did down in Texas, bruh. Continue to do what y'all doing. I could not have been more happy to see the videos that y'all had put out what went down at the Charlo fight. Salute, bruh. Keep up the great work. Linebar, we talking boxing Wednesdays all day. You know it, homie. What's up with your fam? 100. We talking boxing all day, bro. Hit that like button for me, fam. Hit that like button. But that's what I'm trying to make to y'all, though, man. So don't tell me that Bob Arum, right? He can't pull no strings with the WBO off a fighter coming off of a draw when he just made magic happen with White Jesus. You know what I'm saying? He just made magic happen, right? He just made magic, just fucking magic. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much the news with Terrence Bud Crawford. Unfortunately, this doesn't involve Errol Spence Jr. This doesn't involve any other welterweights for that matter. This is all Top Rank and Bob Arum dropping the ball and treating Terrence Bud Crawford like a stepchild. And we're moving right along. Next topic. This is something I heard talked about earlier. Matter of fact, I heard them talk about this on Trill earlier, man. And I actually read about. I was going to do a video about this, but I ain't never talked about this yet. And I like to get on it. And that is this Dana White situation. And Dana White entering boxing. How do we feel about that, fight fans? Dana White entering boxing. How do we feel about that? You know, I got mixed feelings on it. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Oh shit, in the building. What's up, family? What's up with you, Sheldon Holmes? What's going on, homie? I got mixed feelings on it. The reason I got mixed feelings on it is this. I listened to Dana White and he says, hey, he think he got the magic formula for boxing, right? He wants to lower the pay. He wants to pay only certain boxers. He possibly wants to put them all on the same network. There's a lot of changes that Dana White wants to institute in boxing, and I don't trust him. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust Dana White. Why don't I trust Dana White? Because here's the deal. Dana White got to understand what he's talking about has a flip side to his coin. And that is, if you started to pay these boxers based on how they weigh, like pay how you weigh, how many seats you filling, how many tickets you moving, how many units you selling, yada, yada, yada. If you go down that route, trust and believe, you're going to start having fighters acting like straight up clowns. You're going to have a bunch of Adrian Broners running around. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have a bunch of Adrian Brown. You're gonna have a bunch of fighters doing anything that they can do to remain popular and relevant because they know that's the way to the money with Dana White. See, in today's boxing, you do got those clowns out there, but you also got those fighters that are popular by just being good fighters. You dig? You got your Terrence Crawford. You got your people like Andre Wards who are not big talkers, but we know who they are. Now, if Dana White comes in here and institute what he wants to institute, I truly feel like these boxers are going to be clout chasing and doing everything that they can do to fill seats except fight. And that's the scary thing, because they're going to sit back like, hold on, I can't, these checks, bro, I got 5 zeros on this check. What the hell? 5 0? Like, man, you better add some more zeros to this thing and some more commas. And Dana White's going to say, well, how many tickets did you sell in your last fight? Well, no one's checking for you. So this is the only thing this is what you earn. This is what you deserve. And they're going to say, oh, okay. So it's all about what I earn, how many seats I bet. Guess what? You're going to see people on social media. Man, look at the shit that Khan did, the shit that AB did. You're going to have a zillion of them running around in boxing. And that's what I'm afraid of, fam. That's what I'm afraid of when you're talking about Dana White. You know what I mean? And that's what I don't trust. UFC is full of cartoon characters. Conor McGregor is a cartoon character. Ronda Rousey was a cartoon character. Shit, Chris, what's the cyborg chick? Half man, half chick, half robot. What is her? She's some off-brand ass character. They all are characters. It's like I'm looking at an episode of G.I. Joe when I look at the UFC. They all turn into characters. When Conor McGregor came into boxing and he's seeing that he had to hype that fight with Floyd Mayweather, what did he do? One press conference, he was this suave dude in the suit. The next press conference, he coming out looking like Sting or the Ultimate Warrior with a big fur coat on. And he was a character, fam. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm afraid of. I pride boxing on them being talented warriors. Talented warriors. Not a bunch of clowns, clout chasing, which that's still going on in boxing too on the low, but not a bunch of clout chasers trying to do anything for popularity. And that's what scares me about it. Not to mention Dana White, right? If he gets into boxing, will the UFC cease to exist? I seriously doubt it. So that means you're gonna have boxing and the UFC being over, have the same entity in both. This is a competition here. This is who's to say that this man doesn't get in boxing and fuck boxing up just to make UFC go up higher? I don't trust him, man. You did, and that's the whole point I'm saying. That's all. Brother Reality in the super chat. Thank you, family. Much love to you, man. Man, this has one of the best shows on YouTube. Much love to Brother Reality. Brother Reality, that comment right there, my friend, has earned you nothing shorter than a blue suit. So next time I see you pop up in the chat, matter of fact, let me hunt you down and I will give you a blue suit, my man. Much love to you for that comment. But yeah, man, it's just like, that's all I'm saying with this whole situation, though, man. I just don't trust Dana White. And Dana White, what he did with UFC was great. It was amazing. He came out from the trunk of his car selling DVDs, right? Got that investment, man, took it to the next level. Awesome. What he did with UFC ain't nothing short of impressive. But yet, I heard they had their ups and downs, and it's full of fucking characters, man. I don't want one entity trying to get into boxing taking over nothing. What makes boxing is the rainbow coalition of the crooked promoters and things that rainbow coalition, that corruption that we love and hate so much is boxing. It's been like that since the Queensberry days. You know what I mean? And I don't want to see it change. I don't want to see Dana White get it. I don't trust him. I don't know if he wants to come in and sink the ship of boxing, up the ship of the UFC. I don't know. I don't want him bringing a bunch of characters into boxing, turning out fighters into characters. I don't trust him. And that's all I'm going to say. So if it happens, fine. If he wants to come in, be a regular promoter, fine. If you want to be a regular guy, hey, just develop your stable. Cool. Have your little stable, bring them up through the sanctioning bodies, let them fight for titles, unifications, the whole nine. Fine. That's cool. But when you talk about coming in, changing the structure of boxing, changing the foundation of boxing, which you believe that boxing should be, that's what makes me wary of you, because you think that you're going to come in changing shit. And I don't like that. Some things in boxing need to be changed. Don't get me wrong. But it is what it is, and it's the sport we love. And we are not going to have some dude come in here. We don't know if he trailed or not. We don't know if he a traitor or not. We don't know what his alliances line at, whether it's with UFC or with boxing. Keep your bald head ass over there in the UFC until we know that you good. Period. You know what I mean? And that's just how I feel about it. Let me see what y'all talk about. Let's see. Dundada says Amanda dropped a kick on home. I seen that, man. And Holmes back in the gym training though, man. She say she good. She back on her good spirits. Yeah, ain't no kicking in boxing though. Smitty Smith says all roads lead to Deontay Wilder. Let me say that again for all you naysayers out there. All roads lead to Deontay Wilder. And if you got a problem with that, I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Libra Sun says salutes. God, man. Much love, Libra Sun. Much love to you. There you go, brother Reality. My friend, my man, fam in the building, man, bruh. You are now. Give me a second, fight fans. Let me get a homie. His blue suit. Welcome to the blue suit gang, fam. Welcome to the blue suit gang. Welcome. You know what I'm saying? Alec Cartier in the building. Dana needs a G check. I know that's right, fam. I know that's right. And you get your blue suit too, Alec Cartier. You have been supporting me like crazy. Much love to you, family. All y'all, man. Much love to everybody out there that's been supporting Main Man Made, man. This is not an easy thing to do sometimes, man. You got to motivate yourself all the hell sometimes to get on here. But, man, every time I do, y'all make it worth it, man, all day. So, yeah, Dana White, man, I just don't trust him, though. Don't trust him. Dundada says hashtag anti-suits all day. Smitty Smith, Hearn failed, Rock Nation failed, and so will Dana White. Shit, yeah. Hey, when you come in with this mentality of needing to change everything about boxing, when you come in talking like that, when you come in acting like that, it makes people suspicious of you. You're going to have Bob Arum, Al Heyman, Eddie Hearn, Oscar De La Hoya all sit back like, who the f this dude think he is? He think he the only cat around here with some money? He think he the only cat that could throw some money around this something? Who you think you are, cousin? Oh, you think because you thinking about buying the PBC or whatever you talking about doing that you think you something? Oh, we gonna show you what's good. Box out, freeze out, central. You know what I mean? All day. All day. Salute to you, brother reality. Salute to you. Lewis Coleman in the building. What's up, family? What's up with you? Thurman was all over the media today talking that shit. I am relaxing, cleaning up, and listening to Main Man. Much love to the family. Lewis Coleman all day. Much love to you, family. Yeah, man. So that's it, man. I agree with you, man. Thurman was all over the media today talking shh. Word on the curb is that will Thurman keep that energy after the Pacquiao fight is over? That is the golden question, ladies and gentlemen. That is something that we are all hoping. We want to see this Keith Thurman that's bossing all up on little Manny. That's my main man. Y'all know it. I need Keith to stay this Keith. I need Keith to stay right where he at. The mindset that he at, the attitude that he talking, I need that in 2020. I need that in 2020. I need that to approach Earl Spence Jr. I need you to step to Earl Spence Jr. with that same exact energy. Because if you don't, this is the stuff that turns boxing fans off to my main man. One time, aka the hashtag the final level, is you don't keep up that same energy. You know what I mean? And so we want to see that. We want to see that not with Porter, not with Danny, not with Manny, not with Mikey. We want to see that with Earl. And if he does that, I'd be impressed. I'd be impressed. You know, I hope he does. I hope he does. What's up with you? Naturally strong. What's up, family? What's up with you? Last of a dime breed in the building. What's up, homie? Thurman said he has no interest in fighting Crawford. Sounds like a duck to me. That is. Well, I'm going to tell you like this, man. My main man on final level, if you don't want to fight Crawford, you got to fight Spence. If you don't fight Spence, you got to fight Crawford. I hate this. I've said this before. My man has done. And Black, I hope he's still up in the building. My boy Keith has done so much at welterweight that he's at this point where he has no more options. It's either Earl or Terrence, period. Earl or Terrence, not Julio Diaz and no get back years, no get back months. Earl or Terrence. After you get through Manny, because I believe that Keith is going to crucify Manny. After he crucifies him, put him on the cross, nail him to the cross, and bury Manny Pacquiao, then I need him to keep that same energy and move it to Earl or Terrence all day, all day. Lewis Coleman says, Ness from the Boxing Voice asked him, is he going to keep that same energy with Spence today? And I said, oh shit. And he didn't back down. And may we give a round of applause for that. I need to go check that ASAP. Rocket Strikes 89 in the building. What's up, family? What's up with you, man? Keefy carried the shit out of Earl, though. I missed that. Wait, yo, you seen it too? Where's this at? This is on the box. This is on TBV. I go check that out tonight, ASAP. I need to see that energy. And I need to see Keith. Yeah, one time is back. Earl, you next. I'm coming right after you, baby. I'm coming out. I need to hear all of that. I'm going to stop you. I need to hear all that. I need to hear all that, man. For real. All that, bro. TBV all day. I'm going right there after this live stream is over. Rocket Strikes 89. What? I already read that. Don Dada. Manny is Keith's final level. Nah, bro. Manny is just another notch in the belt. It's good to have a legend as another notch on the belt. You know what I'm saying? That's all that is. You know, I seen Keith say he's gonna stop Manny before 6. That's what he say. He say he's gonna stop Manny before 6. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. If he stops Manny before 6, Manny, give it up, bro. Give it up, please, because after that point, you ain't gonna be the same. You're just not. And I love Manny Pacquiao. I love everything that Manny Pacquiao has ever done in boxing. But if Keith stretches you before the 6, my brother, just hang it up. It's over. It's done. It's a wrap, Cap. You're done. Go back over to the Philippines. Do your good deeds. Run for president. Run for president, man. You could be president of the Philippines. But what thing that you can't be is the WBA super champion. You did. Alec Cartier says Porter and Garcia were tougher fights, mates. Yeah, I agree. That was some very tough. I actually went back recently and watched the Porter and Thurman fight. That was a hell of a fight, man. I forgot how truly, if you really want to watch a good fight on a Saturday afternoon, hot afternoon, you chilling, watch that fight. That was a hell of a fight, bro. A hell of a war. Keith had to dig deep in that fight to pull that win out, bro. Deep. And this is going to be something good as far as what Earl is concerned, is that will he get through Sean Porter much easier than Keith did? That is something I wonder. You know, with Porter coming off that Ugas performance, Earl got a good chance to make a real big statement in this situation. And that is actually maybe either A, stopping Porter, which I don't recall ever being done, or just give him a straight up like one-sided beatdown like he did with Mikey. I mean, that shit would be impressive because Keith had to dig deep. Keith had to dig deep to pull that win out. If Earl make it look easy, whoa. Let's see. Smitty Smith says, actually, Sean Porter and Pac-Man have the best record at 147 all day. I always say Sean Porter next to Manny Pacquiao has absolutely the best resume at 147. And that's what makes him so, that's why beating Sean Porter is so impressive, because to beat him ain't easy. And to beat him, you're beating somebody with a stellar resume, possibly, like I said before, possibly the best next to Manny Pacquiao at welterweight. That's a big accolade to have on your belt. That's a big thing, and that especially for the WBC. Speaking of the WBC, did y'all hear the news today? Anthony Joshua being placed at number 3 in the WBC? For real though. Number 3. Go check it out. Go to the WBC. Go check the boxing rankings. Anthony Joshua is now number 3 in the WBC, fam. I don't know what that's about, because I mean, if he's going to go face Andy Ruiz for those titles again, being ranked in the WBC means jack crap. You know what I mean? Because they're going to remove him out of the rankings if he beats Andy Ruiz. But if he doesn't, let's just say he loses to Andy Ruiz, he is now in the top 5 of the WBC, which puts him on a collision course with the rest of the heavyweights, because you got him. You got, of course, Wilder being the champion. Luis Ortiz is up there. Dillian White's up there. Tyson Fury's up there. They all up there. Whole time. And I ain't saying he should do this, but if Joshua said, you know what, Andy, you got me, good fight, I don't know if this is a good time to take the rematch, that's not what I suggest. I do suggest that Andy Ruiz take the rematch. But if he didn't, if he just says, you know what, I'm good, I'm gonna stay right here where I'm at, he actually got a better road of fights right there in front of him. I'm being 100. I mean, if he says, Andy Ruiz, you were the better man, take my belts, enjoy your career, I want to face Tyson Fury. I want to face Dillian White. I'm number 3 in the WBC. Dillian White's number 1. I think number 2 is Luis Ortiz, and number 4 is Tyson Fury. That puts him in the area, in the neighborhood of everybody we want to see him fight. Everybody. Son, that would be interesting. I'm telling y'all. Lost One says, man, what do you think about White versus Rivas, and who do you got to win? That's a good fight, bro. That is a very, very good fight. I'm leaning towards Dillian White, but Oscar Rivas is nothing to just kind of frown down upon. I got to keep it 100 with you, man. I only seen a couple fights on Oscar Rivas, but I do recall Brian Jennings basically winning most of that fight when they fought. Oscar Rivas was getting outboxed, and he knocked him down in the final round, which got him back into that, got him to win for that fight. But he was struggling with Brian Jennings, man. And my thing is with Dillian White, how well will his stamina holds up? Because Oscar Rivas definitely can go all 12. And if Dillian White starts to look anything like he did in the Joseph Parker fight in the championship rounds, that can be a problem. Because clearly Oscar Rivas carries his power late. And most importantly, he's shown to have decent stamina. That's something that's going to be interesting. I'm leaning towards Dillian White, but I would not be surprised at the upset. I really wouldn't be surprised at the upset. Lewis Coleman says, he said Earl talking man down, but he didn't man down Mikey. He said Earl didn't sell those pay-per-views that Mikey did. Oh, he went like that? Oh, snap. Oh, hey, that hurt. Hey, trust and believe. If you want to really affect Trigger Earl, keep talking about them pay-per-view numbers. Keep trying to mess with his ego and say, "Oh, I'm the bigger star and I'm number one," and you ain't selling no. That's how you really fuck with an up and comer head, man, because you make him believe that, oh, you challenging his ego, you challenging his you know he wants to be number one and he has his heart set, but you trying to take that away from him. That will piss him off, man. I gotta go listen to that interview ASAP all day. Rocket Strikes 89 says, I don't see Spence getting no easy win over Sean, and if he wins, he will also be exposed. I don't see it being an easy win, and that's just the reason I'm saying, man, if he does it easy, I'm super impressed. Hit that thumbs up for me if you just sliding on through. And that's what makes it so impressive, because if he does go in there and dominate Sean, it's like, damn, I don't ever recall Sean being dominated, even in his losses. I don't ever recall Sean. Kale didn't even dominate Sean. Kale Brook didn't dominate Sean. Thurman didn't dominate Sean. No one has never dominated Sean. If Earl goes in there and dominates Sean, fight fans, hear me when I tell you, this kid's something special. And I will be the first one to say it. But he got to show me first. He's got to show me first. And I'm telling you, man, that will be beyond impressed. That would blow the Mikey win way out the door. That would just like, Mikey who? Mikey what? And Mikey Garcia came out this week also and stated that the Danny Garcia talk was bullshit. He even put Michael Coppinger in his place for those who didn't see it. Michael Coppinger is the one that broke this out and said, "Yeah, this is likely," and all of this other jazz. Mikey retweeted him and said, "Bro, what are you talking about?" "Oh, I didn't know I agreed to terms." Salute to the OG Blood Boxing. I remember he said once that stop going off with these writers and these articles be saying, give it time to marinate, give it time to breathe. And I agree with that 100%. Mike Coppinger may be who Mike Coppinger is, but Mike Coppinger gets it wrong too. Clearly, Mikey came out and G-checked him like, cuz I ain't got nothing to sign, nothing to agree to. There was some talks about it, but nothing serious. We ain't met with the right people. We ain't got no dates, no venues. There's been no purses talked about, nothing. But you running around here on social media talking about the fight is likely. And they've agreed to these terms and all this other shit. You know what I mean? I'm telling y'all, man, Mike Coppinger, salute to what he does for boxing, but sometimes pump your brakes, fam, until you know what's really good. You know what I mean? Real talk. Let's see, man. Smitty Smith says, year of the upsets. Manny Pacman is going to beat the hell out of Keith Thurman. Believe that. Smitty Smith, I'm going to need you back here, fam. I'm going to need you back here in the post-fight video, because I'm going to be turned up. And I'm going to remember this. I'm going to need you back here, fam. All of you Manny Pacquiao fans who think that he going to actually come and do the impossible, I'm going to need y'all back here front and center. Come holler at the homie. Before you go to your other channels or whatever, come holler at me for a minute, because I got something to tell you. You know what I'm saying? I got something to tell you. Rocket Strikes 89 says, I don't see Spence getting no eat. Already read that. Smitty Smith, if Spence fights Porter like he fought Mikey Garcia, easy win. So you think that Earl can basically outbox Sean? That's what you basically saying. You saying that Earl can outbox Sean? Possible. I'm not gonna say impossible. What I seen in the Mikey fight, at this point, man, like I told y'all before, I don't know really what to, but I know the kid's good. I know the kid is damn good. I just want to know if he's special, and that's the key for me. I know he's good. I ain't taking nothing away from Earl. The kid's good. Look what he did to my homie Lamont. Fuck, man. You know what I mean? Look what he did to my homie Lamont. But at the end of the day, is he Thurman good? That's the question. Is he Terrence good? That's the question. And I need to see that. But I will be the first one on here like, yo, boxing fans, all the subscribers of this channel, I'm here to tell you Earl Spence is special. I will be here saying that if he dominates Showtime Sean Porter. Valkyries, what's up with you? He says Thurman won't fight Crawford. Porter and he won't ever fight Crawford. And Mikey will retire before he fights Crawford. This man is the real boogeyman. Hey, son, I ain't never seen nothing like this ever. I've been watching boxing since day one. Bruh, this man is the #1 pound for pound fighter in boxing. And they try and put up, you know what? I'm gonna leave it alone because I ain't gonna do nothing but piss myself off. They putting up obstacles to the number one pound. Who doesn't want to run around boxing saying that I'm the number one pound for pound fighter? If I'm a 147 fighter and the number one pound for pound fighter in boxing is in my division, oh, I need that scout. I need that scout. I need that. Damn that. I need that number one spot. I'm going forward. Man, I miss those days. Don't y'all? I miss those days, man. All right. Naturally Strong says killer energy is what we have been missing from one time to keep us interested. If Manny's power isn't present or if he gets caught, it is a wrap for Manny. And that's exactly how I see it happening, Naturally Strong. Manny going to do one of them feints like he like to do, feint for feint, and then get in there, try to unleash a combination. He going to jump into a right hand so vicious that when he lay on that mat, he going to be crucified. He going to be laying out like that. Then not like the Marquez when he was laying on his stomach and kind of like looking like he was in a tombstone or something. No, he going to be crucified like this. And it's going to be like, say a prayer for Manny. Say a prayer for Manny. Salute to Manny, man. Salute to Manny. Crucifixion is coming. Last of a Dying Breed says, no VADA testing for Thurman versus Manny. Keith told Manny to use steroids. He might need them. I heard that. And Keith better stop saying that because he may just get what he wished for. You don't want power pellets, Manny, to step up in that ring. Power pellet Manny is a freak of nature and he throws 1,000 punches a fight. You don't want that guy in the ring. You don't want that dude in the ring. Trust me, Keith. You need to go ahead and fight 40-year-old Manny Pacquiao, the dude that's singing on all those whack-ass songs that he got out. You need to go fight him. You know, you have to love yourself. What the hell, Manny be doing? You know what I mean? You need to go fight him. You know what I mean? You don't need to fight Power Pellet. Power Pellet, Manny was a bad man, shawty. Bad man. And Wade Jefferson says, I can't believe that these cats really believe that Earl is about to whoop on Porter. Same he did, Mikey. Shaking my head. You know, the thing is, though, Anway, is that people got that impression is because of Porter's last fight. Oh, that Ugas fight, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought Ugas pulled it out. And a lot of people looking at that situation and saying, well, you know, it's no way. If he could not outbox Ugas, they don't believe that he can do that to Spence. And true, I'm gonna be honest with you, Mo. I thought Ugas won that fight. He should have got his hand raised. I don't know. You know what I mean? And so I think this is the thing that makes people go, well, you know, you lost against Keith. We seen you lose against Ugas. You lost against Kale. And so it's like it's not so much people expecting for Earl to just do dumb. It's just that we've been looking at Sean lately, and Sean is just like when it comes to the elite level, aside from Danny Garcia, it's like you ain't been that overly impressive. You know what I mean? And I like Sean Porter a lot. I think Sean is great for boxing. I think him and his daddy is great for boxing. But I mean, this is the reason why fans feel that way. You did, whether it's true or not. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Let's see. Smitty Smith says, stay tuned and watch Sean get beat down by Spence. All okay. I ain't gonna say all day, but I say okay. We got to see it. Sir Ken says, remember, people, 2019 is labeled as strap season and the year of upsets. As we enter the second half of this, whole strap is next, and who's has got to go to match the first half. That's a good point, bro. Somebody gonna go. I mean, Terrence, Thurman, Earl, somebody has got to go. You know, it got to go. And I don't know who's going to be. I believe that the final level is going to come out on top. You know, I think he is M. Bison. I think he is Shao Tsung. I think he is the King Cooper. I think that he is going to come out on top, but that's just me. But I don't know. Somebody's got to go. Do shoe, fam, all day. Smitty Smith. Valkyrie says, Porter said it clearly. I won't ever fight Crawford. They supposed to be like some buddies or something like that, right? Man, he's the number one pound for pound fighter in boxing. Fuck you mean you ain't gonna ever fight Crawford? You know, man, I hate when fighters talk like that. This ain't personal. I can still be cool afterwards. You think y'all can hang out with black eyes together in a restaurant like, bro, you caught me good here, but you know what I mean? Y'all could be Rocky and Apollo and shit. It ain't personal, it's business. You go in there, you give your all, you beat the crap out of each other. Afterwards, you shake hands and say, damn, bro, that was a hell of a fight. And when I'm 85 years old, I'm going to always remember this moment. That's the way it goes. It ain't personal. When I listen to the Demetrius Andrade and Daniel Jacobs, we don't want to fight each other because we're friends. And, that's my buddy. And, bro, this ain't personal, cousin. We both going to get rich. All right, we fighting, but we fighting as a sport. Ain't like we on the street. You did grabbing bottles and sticks, knives, guns, all that. No, we sitting back and we enjoying the sport and we're competing. It's a competition. All this friendly buddy crap. You know what I mean? Cut that noise, man. Let's see. Naturally Strong says timing is everything all day. Alec Cartier says Manny running into a telephone pole. You gonna run into a telephone pole, huh, bro? God, big stiff ass right hand, bong, right there on the bullseye. The crucifixion of Manny Pacquiao, the eulogy, will commence in 5 minutes. Lewis Coleman says Keith said Earl mad because he's getting the better fights and the best welterweight. That Ness interview touched the nerve, and Keith let some of that stuff out. And see, that's what it is. And I listened to Earl Spence, and he says, he doesn't like Keith. He said, I just don't like him. I just don't like him. I don't like his face. I don't like his ponytail. I don't like his flute. I don't like nothing about Keith. You know what I mean? I don't like Keith. I just don't like him. That's what Earl said. Keith may feel Earl's a little jealous. My thing is, Keith, you might be on to something, whatever, but I ain't too happy about the fact that they locked him out. I ain't too happy about the fact that they played keep away. With Earl Spence. I ain't happy with that. I want Earl to compete just like everybody else. If you can beat him. But don't freeze him out. Don't duck him. Don't sit back and say, oh, we're fighting all each other. But Earl, you can't get in the game. Don't do that. It's not about him being mad at you getting the better fights. It's about him being frustrated because you won't fight him. Or what all he had to do to get the Porter fight and all he had to do to get the Danny fight. Y'all didn't want to fight him. That's where his frustration at. So I don't think it's so much as jealousy as it is frustration, and that's what it is with Earl. It's more frustration. Like, come on, man. Yeah, you got this. Yeah, you got that. Yeah. All right, cool. You've been doing this. You've been doing that. But give me a shot. And let's see if I can do it. If not better. And if Keith, you can beat me. You did. If you go on this channel, check my archives because they don't lie. I got videos, man, about 1.5 years to maybe 2 years ago. And I told people then, when this stuff started really kicking up dust about Earl Spence, and I said, yo, I'm starting to peep something. This was a while ago. I said, yo, I'm listening to how Keith is talking. Keith is building a super fight. Keith is building a super. Keith is thinking about. He has his shit structured, if you will. I'm going to do this first. Then I'm going to allow them to do this. And then I'm going to do that. And then eventually it's all going to commence in the end. And we all going to get paid. Everybody eats. You did. That's what I think going on. And I think Keith has been doing this for years. I think Keith has always respected Earl Spence in a way where I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you. And I've said this many times on this channel. I respect you. And I believe that you are going to meet me on that mountaintop. I believe it. And when you do, and when we do meet, the sky is going to open. The lightning is going to crack. It's going to be the biggest fight on the planet. And guess what? We both going to make boatloads of money. And guess what? This fight is going to be remembered for years. That's the vision Keith had. And that's what I think is going on. It's not about fear. It's about respect. Well, I keep telling people that. It ain't got nothing to do with fear. Keith ain't afraid of no fucking body. He fought Danny and Sean back to back. He wanted to give Kel the smoke back in the day. He ain't afraid of nobody. It's a respect. He looks at Earl and maybe Keith sees Earl as a special character. He sees Earl as somebody that I can't take lightly and I'm going to need all the time in the world for, and I'm going to make him one of my final fights. Why can't that make sense to some of y'all? Why do y'all always gotta believe somebody afraid because they try? He respects Earl. You get it? It's a respect factor, not fear. Come on, fight fans. Come on. Come on. But remember, Apollo dies. Hey, Lewis Coleman, go ahead, man. He did. But yeah, they died. But it wasn't because of Rocky. He died because of Drago. You know what I mean? He died because of him and Rocky were cool in the fan. Rocky wouldn't throw the damn towel. You dig? Throw the damn towel. He wouldn't throw the towel, nothing. Rocky bullshitting. You know what I mean? He ain't died because of Rocky. Oh, did he die because of Rocky? Did he die because of Rocky? And by the way, to anyone who was listening to the last live stream, I went and researched whether Sho'nuff from The Last Dragon had died at the end of the movie. And according to what I researched, Sho'nuff did not die. Look it up for yourself. Sho'nuff did not die. Bruce Leroy did not kill Sho'nuff. And I just wanted to throw that out there because we had that debate in the last live stream. But anyway, yeah, man, we'll see. We'll see. Naturally Strong says, I was looking forward to Brooke Crawford. We all were. And we were all hoping that that broke through. Bob should have made that happen. And Bob could have made that happen. I think really Bob just took his foot off the gas and said, no. Why all of these champions on the PBC side are fighting? Let them mix it up, and I got to keep Crawford blemish free. He ain't put his foot on the gas to make that happen, homie, at all. Smash that like button like the homie say, Sir Kent, like the homie Sir Kent just say. Hit the like button. Wherever you send me for the first time, hit the subscribe button. You know what I mean? Hit the like button on your way in all day. Show some love to the homie. It's Wednesday night. You know what I'm saying? All day. Pac-Man says, hope you had a good vacation and welcome back. Oh, man, Pac-Man, thank you for that. I did. I had an awesome vacation. You know, for anybody out there, let me get a quick heads up and we get back to boxing. If you take a vacation, the first day back, if you got to go back to work, go back to your hustle, whatever, it is the most depressing shit in the world. If you leave a beautiful tropical place, right, and you've been laying there chilling for the last week or two, then it's like, dang, your vacation is over and you're back on your grind. Man, that first day back is the most depressing day that you will ever have. Man, you may not even get no sleep the night before because you like, damn, I'm going back to work. You up all night thinking like, man, anxiety kicking like crazy. Man, I got to go back to work. I can see how rich people and a lot of people who live carefree lives live a long life. Had a great time on vacation, man. I went down to the Florida Keys. Anybody who wondering, went down to the Florida Keys. Nice place, beautiful place, good rest and relaxation. And yeah, got some good fishing in down there, man. Crabbing, the whole nine. Stopped past the Outer Banks on the way back. Came back here for a day, went back down to the Outer Banks for 4 days. Loved every second of it, man. I slept on the beach. I woke up covered in sand, but I loved it. You know what I mean? So appreciate that, Pac-Man. Gil Cole says, man, I've been sub to you, but new to the show. You in Florida. Nah, Gil Cole, I'm out here in the DMV, bro. DMV, man. I'm born and raised in DC. You know what I'm saying? I come from the heart of the city. Born and raised out here in the DMV, homie, out in the DC area. But shout out to Florida, though, man. Beautiful, beautiful place. Shout out to Florida, man. Shout out to Miami. Shout out to the Keys. Beautiful place, man. Beautiful place. Rains like shit, though. You know what I mean? Paulo's ego killed him. Yeah, because he told Rocky not to throw the towel. He told Rocky don't throw the towel, right? Did you see Thurman in Florida? Nah, I ain't see Thurman. I wish I should have went past the gym, though, man. I wish I would have, but I had to keep going on over. You know, the Keys lays right on the outskirts of Florida, right off the coast. You know what I mean? So I had to actually catch a connector flight from Miami to the Keys, man. But, oh, man, if you have never been to the Florida Keys, to all of my married couples out there, take your wife. She would love it. It is a beautiful place. It's a good place where the American culture meets the Caribbean culture in a good little harmony way. It's not a place to turn up. It's not a place to party like that. You can, but it's not really made for that. It's made for more than anything. You know what I mean? And, you know, let me just move on to this last and final topic before we shut this down, man. And this is the last thing I wanted to bring up. As you can see in the title, Tyson Fury Lies. Now, we know Tyson Fury has been running around telling the world, and I'm pretty sure y'all have already probably heard this, but Smitty Smith says on vacation right now, having a blast, fam. That's what it is, Mo. Turn up, enjoy yourself, Smitty Smith. Enjoy yourself, family. Don't think about work. Just relax, enjoy yourself, man. I hope you're having the time of your life. That goes for each and every one of y'all out there, man. Don't be cashing in your vacation hours, dog. Take your ass on a plane. Take your ass down to the local park. Go to the woods. Go anywhere. To the local pool. I don't give a shit. Put a pool in your yard. Blow one of those. I don't care. Do something. Rest and relaxation, man. The key to a long life, bro. Not laziness, but rest and relaxation. You know what I'm saying? Low Blow Champ says there was no sequel to that movie. No, they wasn't. I was telling people that they wanted to do a part 2. Bruce Leroy was on DJ Vlad's channel talking about it, and he was like, man, he got big-headed and he wanted more money, and he thought he was this star, and he wasn't really a star as big as he thought he was. He got shut down by them peoples, and they kicked out the sequel and everything else. You know what I mean? But I did hear about that they want to do a remake. And word on the curb is that Busta Rhymes supposed to be playing Show Enough. Yo, he got some big ass shoes to fill, bro. Big ass shoes. Lewis Coleman says, dope fiend always lying. Orlando Finney in the building. What's up, family? What's up with you, homie? Yo, bro, that post you had put on Facebook, that thing, I had to reshare that joint, man. The things you tell your son. Shout out to my homie Orlando Finney, man. But that's a good segue into this last segment, Lewis Coleman, about Tyson Fury being a dope fiend. And like I told y'all earlier, I'm pretty sure y'all have heard the news of Tyson Fury running around telling everybody that there was going to be a fight date between him and Wilder on the 22nd of February. And now that has since been debunked by Bob Arum, for one, who said that they have no date set. And on top of that, it's like many different things coming out now and saying that is not an official date. So why the hell was Tyson Fury running around telling everybody that? Why? What you lying for, cousin? What you trying to lie to kick it for? This dude literally trying to lie to kick it. Like, why? You ain't got to lie to us, man. You ain't got to come and, it's February 22nd and it's signed, and you ain't got to tell people that. What you lying for? Well, that shit gonna come around and look worse on you than you already look. When February 22nd come around and no fight. You acting like this thing is a official. It's been debunked. They lied about his attendance numbers. They lying about the fight date, the rematch. Lies all over the fucking place. I don't even trust his deal with ESPN. 100 million for what? Lies, man. What's up with all these lies? How are you getting 100+ million for Tom Schwartz? And let's just say he does fight Jarrell the Mutant Miller. How is that even justifying that 100 million? Allegedly. Man, fuck out of here. Tyson Fury be welling, man. Tyson Fury be welling. I don't believe nothing you say. You know what I mean? And I tell y'all, man, don't get me twisted. I like Tyson Fury a lot. Check my archives once again, because they don't lie. Many of videos that I've sat here and I've given Tyson Fury nothing but full credit. I've went down his lineage, the whole nine. I've fought people about him being a lineal champion, everything. Tyson Fury lost me when he did not take the rematch. Check I'm here telling y'all Tyson Fury should have won the first fight with Wilder. I ain't backing away from that. But Tyson Fury lost me when he did that shit. And now I'm just drifting further and further away from Tyson, because now all this lying is going on and shit. Dope fiend tactics is what you call it, right? Dope fiend. How many dope fiends we know that talk like that? Lie all the fucking time. You know what I'm saying? Lying all about everything. Recovering dope fiend drinking? For real? You know what? That's not my business. All I'm going to say is, man, Tyson Fury be welling. We can't believe nothing he says. Bob Arum. When have we known Bob Arum to be honest? He is more honest in this situation than Tyson Fury. When have we ever known Bob Arum to be honest? He had to be the one to come out and correct Tyson. Like, no, we don't have a date. We don't have nothing. I don't know. I could be wrong. We all could be wrong. Maybe Tyson is right. I don't know. But if the promoter is telling you it ain't right, and I've seen numerous of articles that say it ain't happening on no February 22nd. But who lied to Tyson Fury, or just Tyson Fury making this shit up in his own head? What's wrong with Tyson, man? What's up with my homie Gypsy King, man? Y'all got Gypsy King over that thing lunching. I don't know what's up with him, man, but I hope he get it together. For real. I hope he get it together. Lewis Coleman says, dope fiends always lying. Brother Reality says, Fury's dope fiend ways are showing. Pretty soon you want to see his wife coming out on doing some 60 minutes interview, talking about some, I kept it a secret for so long. Tyson Fury, I was married to Tyson for a long time, but I just couldn't put up with it no more. It started out regular with just, a cigarette here and there and a drink here and there. And it led to him smoking weed. And after he started smoking weed, he started, shooting dope. And then after that, he started smoking PCP. And now I don't know what he's doing. He's doing everything. I'm on everything. I'm just having some fun with y'all, man. He's on everything. Much love to each and every one of y'all tonight, man. We had a great show. But Tyson Fury is a liar. I can't trust nothing else he says. And until I see it and done, signed, sealed, and delivered, I ain't got no more to say about Tyson Fury. And that is what it is. But much love to each and every one of y'all, man. We making it through the week. Y'all get through this week. I'm going to go ahead and shut it down right now. Much love to each and every one of y'all for riding with me tonight. Much love to all the new folks that signed up. Yo, hit the like button on your way out if you didn't hit it on the way in, man. You did. Oh, one more thing. To the 22 that's left in here, check this out. I got something for y'all. Y'all know I sell stuff, right? I got a little bit of inventory laying around. I want to give some stuff away. Next show, next live stream. It ain't much, but it's something. I will be giving away this exercise wheel. I'm going to ask some trivia questions. Whoever answers it, you get an exercise wheel. It has a woman on the front, but dudes can use it too. From Bally's Total Fitness, brand new in the box, never been touched, never been used. Exercise wheel I will be giving away next show. Also, what is this I got here? Anytime, anywhere, tabletop grill. So you can get your McBarbecue on in your basement, in your living room, tabletop grill. You set it up, boop, boop, put a little stuff in there, fry your burgers, your hamburgers, your hot dogs, the whole nine. I'm going to give this stuff away. Summer's wrapping up. Most of my inventory is sold for the summer anyway. That's just some of the stuff I kept for some of the subscribers of this channel. I will be asking trivia questions, and the winner, the fastest answer, that is, will be getting prizes. I'll see y'all Sunday night. If not Sunday night, for sure, next Wednesday, because y'all know Wednesday night is our time. Much love to each and every one of y'all. Hit the like button for me on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. And y'all have a blessed week. Stay stress-free, stay sucker-free, and keep your eyes to the horizon for all the brand new Main Man Made Man videos that will be coming out. Much love to each and every one of y'all. And until the next video, you'll take it all day. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. So guess what, man? I'll see y'all on the next one. Y'all have a blessed night, blessed week, and the whole nine. Much love to each and every one of y'all. Lewis Coleman, salute, fam. Peace out.